This woman slept with not 1, 2, or 3, but 14 doctors in one hospital. So how is this even possible? Is she a sex worker or possessed? But before you judge her, listen carefully to her story. Her life changed upside down when her mother fell seriously ill. Struggling without a job and with a child to care for, Zyla faced the difficult task of providing for her family and affording medical treatment for her mother. She slept with doctors and sacrificed her dignity so that her mother would be treated. Why did no one help Zyla before things went wrong? And how could Zyla's situation have been prevented? This is her painful story.
My name is Zyla. I live in Dar es Salaam. I'm a single mother with one child. I have no job and struggle to survive. My father died in a tragic accident that was so fatal that no one survived, hence remaining with my sick mother.
Every day, Zyla faces tough times. Despite this, she pushes on, looking after her family with all her strength, balancing between caring for her child and her sick mother. She lived a difficult life, but was contented with the little she got. Everything seemed okay and fine until when her mother got so ill that Zyla was afraid of losing her. To complicate the matter, she couldn't afford her mother's medical treatment.
When my mother's illness worsened, I was the only one concerned and felt the weight of the whole world on my shoulders. Yet I had no job and no one else to look for support. I took her to the hospital and sold a few properties we were left with, which money we got lasted for a few months. It was like pouring water into a desert. It wasn't enough.
In a situation that was unfair and painful, Zyla made a difficult choice for her mother's sake. A choice no one should ever have to make.
At first, my mother was diagnosed with a stroke. If that was not heartbreaking enough, doctors also realized that she had cancer. When doctors realized we ran out of money, they stopped treating her and she was dying before my very own eyes. The doctors could have continued treatment, but they wanted something from me that was wrong. I was stuck and really scared. I had to choose the lesser evil to save my mom. They were clear that they could help me, but on one condition. I'd have to pay something in return, sleeping with them.
With no other option left, she couldn't watch her mother die helplessly and was determined to do whatever it took to save her only remaining parent. She chose her mother's life over her dignity, enduring the unimaginable, and in so doing, she slept with more than 13 doctors.
So, doctors would give me an appointment. They would then take advantage and threaten me that if I ever tell anyone what they did to me, then my mother would never be treated, and I had to comply with the rules just to see whether I would save my mother. My relatives and other family members never lent a helping hand, yet many of them were financially stable, so I had to take matters into my own hands.
Interestingly, the mother does not know what her daughter goes through to save her life. She just sees the bills covered and thinks that maybe some people donate, and she will never tell her that she sacrificed herself to save the mother.
Due to my mother's critical condition, which she was in, I thought telling her what I did to save her would have made her health situation far worse than we can imagine. So, I kept that to myself. I couldn't tell her, not when she was fighting for every breath. My silence was my sacrifice. My mother's sickness escalated quickly. She had gone to the farm cultivating without any problem, not even a single complaint. But all of a sudden, she felt sick, and people called me saying that she was weak. She couldn't speak a single word and couldn't walk. From there, we started an endless journey from one hospital to another, and still today, she's at the hospital and has not yet recovered.
Despite what she's done to save her mother and still fails, she does not regret it, but rather blames anyone who couldn't help her when she needed support from friends, family, and relatives.
When you're in such an emergency, you are ready to do everything to get the problem solved, even when it takes sacrificing your life. Without thinking twice, you have unless you don't care. I thank a few people who tried showing me some love and support, though it was not enough, but they did their best. Despite the dark times, I haven't given up. I have plans and hopes for us. I just need a little help to start turning things around.
Zayla's strength is inspiring. She's a fighter, never giving up. She now cultivates and does other jobs to earn a living, but it is still not enough to sustain the family. She believes that whatever she faced was a result of having not finished her studies and having dropped out earlier.
Had I completed my studies, I would have got a great job earning a lot of money, but having grown up in a poor background with my parents not earning enough, it badly affected me and became worse after losing our dad, who was the main breadwinner of the family. I am requesting people to support our family. My mother is at the hospital, sick without any medication, having stopped doctors from taking advantage of me. Second, I have many businesses, and when given capital, I would invest it, and that would change the rest of my life.
Zayla's mother needs advanced medical treatment to fight her illness, a cost that is currently Zayla's reach. Furthermore, Zayla dreams of starting a business to secure a stable future for her family.